Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I made a video and released it about 2 minutes ago as I speak right now. And I was interrupted just as I pressed publish by a couple of notifications from Manchester United's official app saying Matthijs de Ligt is a red. And of course, Mazraoui has also followed him to Old Trafford as well from Bayern Munich. We've already heard the lowdown on these deals from the likes of David Ornstein, who's given us the information that combined is going to cost Manchester United around £60 million. But that's including achievable add-ons, £51 million up front. And I gotta say, it's hard to recognise my club right now because we are doing some decent business in this transfer market, and this is included in that. Matthijs de Ligt is a player that I have long admired, and I'm buzzing that Manchester United have been able to sign him. As for Mazraoui, I've seen him a couple of times. I've seen him less. Maybe I haven't thought Manchester United should have signed him as much as I have Matthijs de Ligt. But he's a very, very impressive player who could come to Manchester United and do a decent job for us at both right back and left back. As we've seen in my last video, Luke Shaw's injured, so we're going to need someone to deputise at left back because right now Manchester United only have Harry Amas available as a left back. Now, obviously, Diogo Dalot can also play over there too. And with Manchester United having a game against Fulham this Friday, these lot being registered Tuesday means they can be available for that game. And they were involved in training with Manchester United earlier. We saw some really grainy photos of Matthijs de Ligt and Mazraoui walking alongside Ten Hag having trained. And it's believed they've trained in order to just gauge where their fitness is. So they didn't train with the first team. Maybe that will be tomorrow when they train with their teammates for the first time. But we've kind of gathered where their fitness is at. And we believe that Matthijs de Ligt is closer to starting than Mazraoui. But we'll obviously have to see how that plays out on Friday. But we'll get stuck into both of these statements regarding Mazraoui and, of course, Matthijs de Ligt. We saw the Matthijs de Ligt one first on Manchester United's website. That one came just after the Luke Shaw injury news, and it said, "Welcome Matthijs" in Dutch, and it said, "We are delighted to announce the signing of Matthijs de Ligt from Bayern Munich," and it says, "De Ligt signs." I love that news. Been a lot of talk about, oh, but Eric Dyer replaced him in the team. Shut up. Eric Dyer didn't replace him in the team. 15 times I think Eric Dyer played for Bayern Munich. And guess what? 14 of those times, Matthijs de Ligt was next to him. The only reason he didn't play last season was because of injury, which you've got to be a little bit concerned about. But generally speaking, his injury record has been pretty good. So, you know, he plays a lot of games every single season, had done for Ajax, has done for Juventus, and has done for Bayern Munich. So whilst you've got to be a little bit concerned, I don't think there are any overall massive concerns, although everyone that rocks up for Manchester United these days gets injured. Anyway, the announcement says Matthijs de Ligt is pleased to confirm, Man United is pleased to confirm, I'm so excited I am, that Matthijs de Ligt has joined the club subject to registration. The Netherlands international has signed a contract until June 2029, so that's a 5-year deal with an option to extend for a further year. At the age of 25, de Ligt has already won the league title in 3 countries with Ajax, Juventus and Bayern Munich. The former Copper Trophy and Golden Boy winner has made 324 club appearances and has 45 international caps. Matthijs de Ligt said, "As soon as I heard that Manchester United wanted me, I felt an excitement about the opportunity for a new challenge at such a historic club. In the conversations that followed, I was impressed by the vision that the football leadership set out and the role they saw for me in it. Eric Ten Hag shaped the early stages of my career, so he knows how to get the best out of me, and I cannot wait to work with him again. I know what it takes to succeed at the highest level, and I'm determined to continue that record at this special club." Now, what I like about this, although you expect all that, you know, it was a dream side for Man United stuff and all that kind of PR stuff, what I like to hear is he was impressed by not only the football leadership, but also obviously Eric Ten Hag. It's been a collaborative effort, and it was maybe a collaborative signing as well. They probably thought, you know, the guys upstairs that, not the big man upstairs, but, you know, the guys upstairs at Old Trafford, that Matthijs de Ligt would be a good signing, and Eric Ten Hag has obviously agreed with that as well. Dan Ashworth said Matthijs is an outstanding defender and proven winner who will add quality experience and leadership to our existing group of senior players. He's already enjoyed considerable success in his career, and we're convinced that his best years are still ahead. We want to help him achieve that at Manchester United, and I hope to see that as well. I think he can be a huge player for Manchester United, not only in the qualities that he has on the football pitch, but also in terms of his leadership ability as well. Gives us a real big fella in there as well. Someone that hopefully can throw his weight around and help Manchester United on the football pitch. But excited to see him in a Manchester United shirt. And guess who else joined him at the club? Both of them rocking that new white Manchester United shirt that they unveiled recently. It says Manchester United is pleased to confirm that Mazraoui has joined the club subject to registration. The Morocco international has signed a contract until June 2028 with the option to extend for a further year. This one being a 4-year deal with that option on an extra one. He is a year older though, so both contracts will take players to around the 31-year mark. Mazraoui, 26, has won 4 league titles, 3 with Ajax and 1 with Bayern Munich. The fullback has made 28 appearances for his country and was a key part of the team that reached the semi-finals of the FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Mazraoui said it's an incredible feeling to be a Man United player and I cannot wait to walk out at Old Trafford wearing the red shirt. I know that I'm joining the club at an exciting time. Everyone I've spoke to has the same ambition for us to win trophies together and I can feel the determination to achieve that. Erik ten Hag played an important part in my development as a player, so it's exciting to be reuniting with him as I enter the prime years of my career. I know what he expects from his players and I will give everything to help the group be successful. Dan Ashworth says Nazer is a dynamic attacking fullback who can play on both the right and the left hand side. We're going to need that versatility. His experience and versatility will make him an excellent addition to our squad. Having already won a number of trophies in his career, we know that Nazer's winning mentality will be a real asset to the group as we work together to deliver success required of Manchester United. 2 fantastic signings coming in. Now the Matthijs de Ligt one is one that excites me a little bit more, and at the £41 million mark that you see him coming in at, I think that really that could prove, if he settles in, if he plays well, which I know I'm an optimist, but I think he will, then he could prove to be one of the signings of the summer, especially when you look at the price, and he's still got plenty of good years ahead of him. I'm excited to see Matthijs de Ligt in there. Mazraoui, on the other hand, excited to see him as well. Fits in a little bit more in terms of his profile than Aaron Wan-Bissaka did. And it's great that he can play on both sides because we're going to need it with that news that Luke Shaw is injured. Obviously, adding to Lenny Yoro, adding to the signing of Joshua Zirkzee as well. And I hear some people at home maybe going, another couple of players that Erik ten Hag's familiar with. I truly believe these lot would have been scouted as well and pointed out by Dan Ashworth and not just Erik ten Hag. And I truly believe, you know, I think Matthijs de Ligt is on a complete opposite end of the scale to someone like Anthony. I really do. And look at one of the players that he signed was Lisandro Martinez, who I think is phenomenal. Get Lisandro in there alongside Matthijs de Ligt. We could have something cooking. And that's with Lenny Yoro in reserve as well. Looking good, innit? It's looking better at the back for sure. Obviously, that Luke Shaw injury is not one we wanted to hear. But even then, when Lenny Yoro comes back, if Luke Shaw is still out, maybe you can play Lisandro there on the left. Maybe that's the plan for the future. Lisandro on the left, Yoro and Matthijs de Ligt in terms of the centre-backs. Who knows? But exciting times for Manchester United. And there's a lot of talk that we're now going to follow up these signings with potential more signings in terms of Manuel Ugarte or another defensive midfielder. And of course, I'm hoping there's a left back on the cards, or who knows what that other, because it's something, if they're reporting that we could sign 2 more players, could be bollocks, obviously. But I wonder what that other position is. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Should it be left back? Should it be another position? But Matthijs de Ligt and Mazraoui are Reds, buzzing with that news. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you're keeping it locked. I released a video on Luke Shaw's injury as well, so you can go and check that out. I literally posted it like 2 videos within an hour. What is it? My birthday? Your birthday? What's going on? Maybe it's all of our birthdays with these signings. Anyway, see you in a bit.